Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while. Well, it's been a while for me. Like, I think I haven't filmed in like a month or so. Yeah, today I thought we would do a review. I haven't done one in like so long on my channel. I was looking at every video that I filmed and I was like, it's been a while since I did a review. And I actually went like a few weeks ago. I went to the drugstore and I was like, you know what? I need a new foundation because I feel like I'm always using the same one in my videos. So yeah, so I just went ahead and bought one. So I thought might as well do a review on it before I start using it on the regular if it works well for my skin. The foundation is the Rimmel Lasting Finish foundation. Yeah, I heard like, at first I heard like really good reviews about it and then I heard really bad reviews about it. So I don't know how I feel. But you know what? It was one of those like foundation at the drugstore that wasn't too expensive. I didn't want to spend too much because like I said, like I always use my Fenty skin tint and this is what the look I'm looking for. I'm not really like into like full coverage foundation. I want like skin like foundation. So I was like, you know what, let me just try this one. I didn't want to spend too much. Also, like the price at the drugstore right now are really like a bit much for me. Like most foundation are like $20 and plus when like they used to be like 15. This one was $15. I got it on at 20% off also on special. So I thought like, you know what, let's try it. The shade selection at the drugstore is not the best to be honest, but I don't really know. It's probably gonna be okay if I just look like this. It's gonna be fine. The other shade was too dark anyways, too orangey for my liking, so we'll just make this one work. So yeah, in this video all I'm gonna do is like a first impression. I don't think I have time for a wear test. If anything, I'll just leave a comment down below and pin it for you guys so you guys can so I'll like talk to you guys about how it went throughout the day. You guys know I have like pretty much oily skin, but I do have some dry patches because of my eczema, especially under my eyes, and like I have a dry patch like right here, you guys can see it, and on my sides here, and I have like here too. This is pretty much my skin right now. I did moisturize today. I'm gonna use like fairly products that I always use so I know how it performs. And yeah, I'm gonna do a first impression. I'm gonna do one half and the other half without, so you guys can see the difference. And also, like I said, maybe a wear test. Don't count on it because it's already like late in the afternoon and I have other things to do. So yeah, let's just get right into it. So like I said, we're gonna review the Rimmel Lasting Finish foundation. This foundation claims to be up to 35 hours. I'm not gonna like wear my makeup 35 hours. The longest I wear my makeup now is like 5 hours maximum for the most part. It has hydration boost. It has hyaluronic acid and also 2% niacinamide. I'm a bit scared about all the acids, but like because my eczema doesn't react really well to this, so we'll see how it goes. And yeah, it also claims to be full coverage and lightweight, so we'll see. And the shade I chose is 500 Toffee, and it comes with a pump, which is always amazing. I'm just gonna start putting the makeup on. I did moisturize first. I used the Toleriane Sensitive Riche for hydration. Today I'm gonna use this primer, the Maybelline Matte and Poreless primer, because I know how it works and I need some like TLC around here. So I have some scarring. We're gonna see how it covers the foundation covers it by itself. I'm not gonna spot conceal like I've been doing in my latest videos, just so we see like what the foundation is giving. I have less on this side, but mostly on this side. So on both sides, I'm gonna put some primer because I always put primer anyway, so it doesn't makes sense that I won't put primer on one side. I'm gonna do one side with foundation and one without so you guys can see the difference. And yeah, so let's just start. Let's start with the primer. Okay, so this is my skin with just a primer and moisturizer. You can see. So like I said, I chose the shade 500 Toffee, so I'm pretty sure it's a good match. I compared it to like whatever I use at the drugstore. It comes with a pump, which I think is amazing. I'm just gonna make sure it's well shaken before. Let me do this side first. Yeah, let's do this side first. There's more scarring. It's about like a pump and a half. Oh, that's a lot. Ooh, that's too much. You guys know I've barely used any foundation. It kind of smells like yogurt. Yogurt and a little bit of perfume. I don't know. Okay, let's do it. I'm so not used to using like a full coverage foundation anymore. To me, this is like bonkers. But the shade match is really good. So you guys can see like the difference. This is with foundation, and this is obviously without. Like, it looks really good. Also, the shade match I did pretty well, so I'm really happy with this. It should have pretty much covered my scarring. Obviously, you can, it still kind of comes through a little bit because it's so dark, but it's pretty nice. It's pretty good. I like that. One thing I will say though that's a bit a negative for me right off the bat, it's not only the smell, but like this is what I call like a sticky foundation. So when you use a brush, if you go like this, you can kind of see the streakage because it's kind of like it kind of sticks to your skin. So whatever however you touch it, like it will like kind of stay like this and like stay put before you like, it's not so much that like it just stays wherever you put it. It's pretty like transferable, like it goes everywhere. Like a little bit like did go a long way. It's just that like once I was blending it, I could see like the streaks of my brush, which I find like other foundation won't do that. It just takes a little bit more blending basically, because right now it's like basically it's good. A little close up. Okay, I'm actually really liking it so far. So let's do the other side. Do like kind of a pump, I guess, just to match. Usually I felt like I would use a pump for my whole face, to be honest. It's just, I don't know why I went overboard. I'm not someone who puts a lot of foundation, so see what I mean here? Like there's a lot of like streakage. It will just take a little bit more to blend it. I'm trying to see if it oxidized, but it's the same shade as both sides of the same shade, so. Alright, wow. And I don't usually love foundation to have like a lot of shine, but I don't mind. We'll see how it sets with powders and everything. And if I get really oily throughout the day, but like I love the like finish of it, even if I have oily skin. Okay, so this is how it looks like with both sides done. You guys can see, like you can still kind of see my scarring, but it just kind of gives like some kind of a shadow. So it covered it pretty well in my opinion. From what I'm used to, this is what it looks like. I like the shade, I like the finish. We'll see how it sets once I do my whole face. Yeah, it didn't really oxidize on me, I don't think, because I did one side and then by the time I did the other side it was still the same shade. So that's good. It looks good. One thing I will say, the smell is, it's not strong, but when you're not used to having perfume on your products and then you put something on your face, you can, it's kind of like a lot, even if it isn't. So this is all I have to say. I will say though that the foundation is a bit thick. It's not thick, but it's like thicker than usual. I feel like most of my foundation are like really, like obviously I'm using a skin tint, but like it's even like thicker than like for example this one, the Fit Me by Maybelline. I feel like usually foundations, like you put it on and then you buff it in and just like you can still move it around after a minute or so. I feel like this one kind of like stays a little bit, because now I'm like moving it and I kind of feel the foundation on my face. Like it doesn't want to move. It's like, stop moving me around. This is where I'm staying, which I don't mind, because obviously I don't want my like skin to like just melt off, but I'm just not used to like that texture. So I'm like, is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? I'm not sure yet. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah, this is what it looks like. I have, you guys know I have a dry patch here. The thing is, for dry patches, I can't really do anything. Like a lot of, like sometimes people ask me like, what do you do about texture? I can't really do anything. You can do like, you can put a good primer, but it's still gonna have texture. It's normal, it's fine. But other than that, like it looks good. It looks like my skin, but better. I like it so far. I really like it. I didn't think I was gonna like foundation again, but I really like it. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna finish off my makeup. I'm gonna film it for you guys so you guys can see what I did after, like while doing my makeup. So, and I'll come back and tell you how it went. Okay guys, so I'm back. I'm done with my makeup. It's been like maybe half an hour or so. This is what it looks like now after setting it. And you guys know I don't really use setting spray. I do sometimes, but like not all the time, to be honest. Most of the time I don't. So this is what it looks like. You can see that most of my scarring is still covered, and once I did put like powders on top of everything, it did like take off some of the foundation a little bit, but that's me. Like I'm pretty rough when I do my makeup, when I put powders and everything, so my makeup tends to move around anyways. But for the most part, like, it looks really, really good. It looks like skin. It's set like really, really well. Also, not all foundation do, so like it looks really, really good. It looks like skin. Like I don't really have any complaints, to be honest. Yeah, this is my first impression, but like I said, like the foundation is still like kind of like a sticky foundation, if I can put it this way. It's not that sticky, but it's just like once you put it, like it still moves around, but after like you like continue to blend it, you kind of feel like the foundation just wants to stay wherever it's put. It's a bit more about the consistency than anything else, from what I'm used to. Also, I said that like there's a smell in the beginning. I kind of still smell it right now, and it's been half an hour. Usually, sometimes like some on my foundation or some of my products, like they have a smell, but like by the time I do my makeup, I don't smell it anymore. This one, I still kind of smell it. It's not as strong, but I still smell it. If it's something that really bothers you, just keep that in mind. For me, like I'm not used to it. I don't necessarily like it, but it's like it's fine. Honestly, like it's fine. Sometimes after I'm done my makeup, I'm already oily. Right now, I'm still pretty much just myself, and I like that. It feels really, I wouldn't say it feels lightweight because I'm so used to my skin tint, but it feels pretty normal. It feels like, it doesn't feel like any more lightweight than any other foundation. It feels like foundation, okay? I wouldn't say it's lightweight, especially like compared to like a skin tint. I don't know, it's not the same product, but like I'm used to my skin tint, and like my skin tint, I don't feel anything. This one, I kind of feel it a little bit, and also like, and it has nothing to do with the fact that my face is like sometimes itchy lately. It's just like I kind of feel it a little bit, but it's nothing too dramatic. Like honestly, I'm pretty sure like it won't bother me throughout the day. Like so something I'll be like, oh my god, it's so heavy. Like it feels good. It's just like compared to skin tint, like you might, if you're used to a skin tint, you might be like, oh, I can tell I have foundation on, you know? One thing I'm gonna say is that for sure I'm gonna use it again. I'll see how my skin feels the day after. You guys know I have eczema, so sometimes like the day after, like I kind of have a bit of a reaction, but I don't think so because right now I don't feel anything. So it's a good start, and it is full coverage. My face is just like covered, but it's not that heavy. It's pretty normal feeling, honestly. Just I wouldn't call it like lightweight, basically. That's the only thing. I think it has to do with some of the stickiness of the foundation, but because it really like, you can tell it's just gonna like stay put wherever you put it. I like it. It's really good. Like for example, I have, you guys know I have a dry patch here. You can definitely see like where the eczema starts and where it stops, but it doesn't like make it more dry or flaky. It just like sits on it, and like you can tell I have like a patch here, but like it's not more flaky. It doesn't like dry it out or anything. It probably has something to do with the fact that like this is a hydrating foundation. But this is what I like I always have like patches here under my eyes and everything, and it didn't emphasize the fact that like it is dry over here. It just looks basically like the rest of my face, so I'm really happy about that part. So I have combination, mostly oily skin, bit of dry patches, and I find it works really well for my skin. I can't stop looking at myself. I don't know if it's because I'm not used to wearing foundation, or if it's just like the foundation is that cute, but like I really like it. I really like it. Okay guys, so I just wanted to come back. Like it's been like an hour and 15 minutes. My makeup didn't move at all. It's just like, it's a bit weird for me because I know I keep my makeup for like a long time, but I do get really, really oily. Like I said, sometimes like after I'm done my makeup, I kind of have to like reset just a little bit here in my T-zone because I'm really oily. So I get really oily, but it's like not enough to touch up, I guess. But right now my makeup looks exactly the same as if like I just finished it. When usually like it gets a bit shiny, you know. I'm just like, yeah, I can tell like I've been wearing my makeup, but it's like nothing dramatic. But I just want to say that like so far so like really good. I don't have time to do like a longer wear test. I know it's only been an hour, but like for me it's like I can already kind of tell that's gonna be a good foundation because I know how my skin works. So I just wanted to show you how it looks like. It still looks as if like I just did my makeup. Everything is the same. Obviously the lighting is a bit different because it's later during the day right now. Like I said, I'm gonna continue wearing it until like maybe for the next about 4 hours until 9 tonight. Now right now it's like 5 o'clock. The wear of it right now, an hour after, it's definitely like settled, and also like I don't feel it anymore. Maybe that's what they meant by lightweight, because at first when I did apply it, it did feel like a bit like sticky. Like I could tell I was wearing foundation, like a bit like of stickiness from the foundation, like made it feel like as if it wasn't lightweight. But right now I'm just like, you know what, it feels so good on my skin. Like it feels really nice. It still has that smell, the same like perfumey smell, but I guess I'm used to it now. That's why I'm not really like smelling it right now, I guess. That's all I have to say. I'm happy. I'm really happy. Like, I have faith in foundations again. I've been getting a few subscribers here and there. I just want to say welcome to you guys. Don't be shy to comment down below if you guys have any questions, if you guys have any suggestions, if you guys just want to talk. I don't mind. You guys can always follow me on Instagram. All of my socials are in the description box, and also all the products that I used. Like I said, my socials are all there, so if you guys want to come in my DMs, I don't mind. Some of you do, which I appreciate. I like it. I don't mind. Yeah, so if you guys are not shy, I just want to talk, I don't mind. Follow me on Instagram, follow me on TikTok. I kind of like fell off the wagon with TikTok a little bit because it was taking too much of my time basically. But I'm still gonna post like here and there, but honestly my Instagram is working better right now, so we'll see. Yeah, that's all I have to say. Thank you for watching. If you like the video, don't forget to like down below. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more from me. And I'll see you next time, guys. Bye.